This conference will now be recorded.
Hello everyone, very good morning to all. So in last session, we started discussing about DOM. So in that we seen 6 methods actually. From the 6 methods, we just discussed only one method, right? So that is going to be get element by ID. This is the method we seen yesterday. So already we discussed it from many sessions, get element by ID. But yesterday we seen get element by ID with a different example we seen, right? Right. Anyhow, let me go with now get elements. Now you can see get elements, get elements by tag name. So just I want to go with the following. So let us see and create a new file if you want, right? So I'm just going to, okay, this is the thing. Let me copy the file, create new one. I'm saving the file with the name dom2.html, right? Let us remove all this dummy stuff from here. So let us remove this. I want to see our tag is now get elements by tag name. I mean the method is get elements by tag name. I want to identify the elements based on the tag. So based on the tag, in the sense, for example, if you can take 5 6 anchor tags here. Okay, let us see. I'm taking an anchor tag here. In a document there may be many number of anchor tags now, right? See, get element by id, remember carefully what is this get element by id is doing. Get element by id will get only one element, right? It will refers only one element. It will refers only one element because one id is for one element. But you can see here it is a plural. Get elements by tag name. What is the meaning of it? There may be so many number of elements, like for example anchor tag. You can use many number of anchor tags in a document now. I want to get all the elements by its tag name. How many anchor tags are there? How many div tags are there? How many sections are there? How many inputs are there? How many forms are there? Like this. For example, you have an anchor tag here. Ahref is equal to, right? So you can see Ahref is equal to something. Anchor open, anchor close. Okay, right. So here I'm writing click here one, click here two, click here three, something like this. I'm taking not only anchor tags, guys, you can take any tag here, no problem. Okay, so whatever you want you can take it. It's not a problem. Just I'm going to take anchor tags. You can take paragraph tags, you can take div tags, or you can take some other and some other, whatever you want you can take it. Let me run the file. If you can run the file, you can see I'm showing in the Chrome, and these are the click here one, click here two, click here three, four, something like this you're getting. Okay, great. Try to see. I want to find all the anchor tags. And one more scenario, this is going to be a paragraph tag. This may be inside a div tag, wherever it may be. Now you can see I'm going to wrap them into one div. All anchors are going to be wrapped into one div. So let me take a class is equal to links. You can take anything, whatever it may be, wherever you want. You can keep the anchor tag in a document, no problem. I'm keeping all anchors in one location. Otherwise, you can do one thing. I'm going to take a h1 tag here. Now you can see h1 tag open. Already we have here, right? Let me take anchor tag inside of it. Ahref. Wherever you want to take anchor tag, you want to take inside, you want to take outside, but I want to find the number of anchor tags in the document. Right? You can see one anchor tag is in h1, some anchor tags in the div element, and some paragraph tags also. If you want, you can take them. Now you can see I'm taking something called description. Class is equal to desc. If you want, you can take it, otherwise you can leave it, no problem. In this, I'm just going to take a paragraph tag. I'm not going to take this is para 1. I'm simply writing this is para 1, para 2, para 3, 4, 5, something like this I take it. So here my intention is here to find the elements based on the tag name. So what is the method name? On load the page, or on click a button. Just I want to do on load the page. In the next example, we can see on click also. Whatever you want, you can do it, no problem. Or else you can have a button, on click the button, execute the logic. Now if you don't want unload the page, you can execute. Okay, let me take a button also, no problem. Button and button. So button and button open, button close. I am writing this something called find. So I want to find all the elements, whatever I want, right? Okay, now you can check this. This is the preview. So we have anchor, we have some anchors, and we have some paragraph tags are there. I have a find button, right? So what I want to do, guys, here, how many anchor tags are there in the document? I don't know. But for every anchor tag, there is some underline and there is some color, blue color. No, I want to change the anchor tag color and I want to remove underline from the anchor tag. So how can we? By using JavaScript. I don't want to use CSS here, right? Let us go for it. So first of all, when I am clicking the button, so I want to format it, right? Let us go and write this as a format. So I just want to format all the anchor tags. You can take any name, guys, here for the button name. Just what I want to do, on click the button, I want to format all these anchor tags. Okay, right. So now I'm firing an event. On click is equal to format anchors or design anchor tags, design links, whatever the method you want, you can take it. Design links. Okay, this is the links we have. So here we have function design links, right? Whatever it may be. Now generally what will be happen, on click this is going to be fired. Now you can see I'm writing hi message. By refreshing the page, on click the button, you are getting hi message. Perfect. I mean function is triggering. So now what I want to do, I want to find all the anchor elements. Can I use get element by id? If you are using element by id, definitely you should add an attribute called id. But that too, by using id, how many elements we can get? Only one elements, right? No, I want to get all the anchors. So here I'm taking a variable where elements is equal to, I'm taking, you can take any variable there, anchors or anything you can take of your choice. Document dot get elements by tag name, n capital, t capital, b capital, e capital. What is the tag you want to identify? I want to identify the anchors. Remember, get element by id, remember it is only one element. Now it is only one element. Get elements by tag in the sense it is going to collect many elements. Remember, many elements in the sense definitely it is going to return an array of elements. Remember carefully, array of elements. Why? Because in a one variable we can say one value, we know that. In a variable we can say a single value, but if you want to save multiple values in a single variable, definitely it has to go for an array. In the same manner, get elements by tag name also, elements by elements singular, plural. So it will identify all the elements. How can we save all the elements in a single variable? Definitely this is going to return an array. Oh, you can see now I'm going to just print these elements. Now you can see console.log of elements. I'm just printing this. You can see you will get everything as an array. Now you can see I'm just a F12. Now you can see in the console, I'm refreshing the page. Let me make somewhat zoom in the console. On click the button, you can see what are you getting. Can you see HTML collection? HTML collection, you can see it is going to give you a square bracket of 6 anchors. That's the reason it is getting array. Now you can see this is the prototype of HTML collection. Actually, I think it's a object array. Na, I want to know type of array is also object, right? We know, right? Let us go and refresh it. It may be an object. Yeah, it is giving an object, right? Array is also object, right? Anyhow, so we have the following. Now click this. Now you can see you have 6 elements are there. Can you see they have indexes now? If they have indexes, definitely that is going to be an array. So 0 first anchor tag. You can see when I'm keeping the mouse in the right side console, that element is highlighting in the right left side. Now you can see this is the second, third. Can you see all anchors are identifying now? We're able to get all the anchors. If it is a one element, we can do something. If it is a multiple element, right? If it is a multiple element, then what I want to do, I want to identify each and every element. I want to identify each and every element. Let us see how can we identify each and every element. Now you can see I have tried for loop. There is no other way. Where I equal to 0, I less than elements dot length, total number of elements in the array. 6 na 6 times loop will be iterated and it is going to be I plus plus. Now you can see I can print the every element individually. If you want to log this console.log, now you can check this elements of I. So each and every element will be printed now. Now you can check this, on click the button, each and every anchor tag is printed now. Can we see? Welcome to DOM, and click here one, click here two, all the things are printed now. But earlier what happened, it is giving a collection, all the elements collected into one variable that is given. Now I iterated, I am able to see each and every element. This is how we can iterate the data. So now you want to design anything, now you can do design also. I printed, but I don't want to print here, I want to design. So now this is going to the attribute called style dot text decoration. Style dot, you can use css text is a property. By using this property, we can design, we can add styles to an element multiple, right? So now this is going to be css text and the property text decoration is the property. I just want to take it as a none semicolon. Now if you can refresh, just click the button, can you see all underlines was gone? See, in a single attempt, what JavaScript is doing, JavaScript is identifying all the anchors in the document, and it is removing the things dynamically, the two dynamically. Sometimes anchor tags may be generated dynamically, but in this point of time we have to be very careful, guys, right? So in the same manner, I want to change the color also. Color is going to be red. I just want to take the color as red. Now you can just refresh the page, and if you can click it again, now you can see all the things are going to be manipulated by using JavaScript. How we can collect all the elements grouped together? This is get elements by tag name. You want to identify all the paragraph tags now, right? You can check this. Just I'm going to take the paragraph tag here. Now you can see paragraph tags. Now this will be applicable on paragraph tags only. Can you see all the paragraph tags was turned into red color? So this is how we can identify the elements in a document. So by using ID, only one element. By using tag name, what are all the elements are having, what are all the paragraph tags are there in the document? Every tag will be iterated by using get elements by tag name. See, the method purpose is this is, guys, exactly, right? Okay, great. So this is what we can do it. Okay. So this is get elements by tag name. I think you got the class. Okay, one more scenario, sir. For every element, I want to set an attribute, sir. Okay, what is an attribute you are having? Now you can see I'm just taking A. I'm identifying all anchor tags. Now you can see all anchor tags are there. For every anchor tag, you can see in the DOM also, guys. You can see in the DOM. This is the links, right? You can see this is anchor tag. Some styles are added automatically because now you can see in the document you are able to see 6 anchor tags now, 6 anchor tags. When we are clicking the format button, just you can observe there, you can find a blink in the right side. Can you see there is a blink? Now a blink effect is there, that is updating the DOM. This is what you are doing, there is no style for the element earlier. What you are doing for the existing element, you are adding some styles. It is nothing but updating the DOM now, right? There are some elements are there which doesn't have any styles. By using JS, you are updating the styles to the element. This is also called, that's why I told you this is called, this process is called manipulation. Manipulation includes all the things, I mean adding, removing, updating and others, right? This is manipulation process, right? I think you got some clarity. Now the next thing, guys, here, get elements by tag name, get elements by class name also. It will also look like the same. Okay, let me create a one more file without disturbing this. You can take this, you want to add, sorry, you want to add any attribute to it. Yesterday we seen how can we add an attribute, right? Elements of I, first element, second element, third element, fourth element, that is the meaning of I. You have to write like this. This is going to be set attribute, attribute attribute. I want to add an attribute for every element, so that is going to be target, and the value is going to be underscore blank blank. So you want to add a class, for example, I want to add a class class class. The class is going to be link, link. Okay, now you can just check this. If you can refresh the page, this is the anchor actually. Can you see by using JavaScript how many things we are doing? We are designing, we are removing the underline, we are adding color, we are adding two attributes. Now you can see I'm clicking format button. Can you see the anchor tag here? Target is added, class is added, and the style is also added. So actually you created an anchor tag. This is the anchor tag you created. Remember, this is the anchor you created. By updating the DOM, you can see by using JavaScript, I modified the anchor tag like this. See the beauty of JavaScript, what JavaScript can do. These many things will done by the JavaScript guys here, right? This type of works we can perform on JavaScript, right? So now next scenario. Let us go for one more. Get elements by class name. Same story. What is tag name? We are identifying the element by using tag name. Now we are going to identify the elements by using class name. Now let us see how can we work with the class name, right? Just a class name. Now you can see here we have class, here we have DESC, here we have a class, and here we have a DESC. Now what is going to be happen here? I want to identify all the things. Now you can see this is class name. Okay, find, you can take any button here, find elements or anything. I'm just modifying it, fi and if find. So find the DOM. Just I'm writing the function like this. You can take any function guys, your choice completely, no problem, right? Okay, I have a class links. You can see I'm taking a section. I'm taking a section. Inside the section, I'm taking again anchor tag ahref is equal to, I'm just writing this as a section 1, section 2, section 3, something like this. Okay, these are the things: section 1, section 2, section 3, and this is going to be section 4, something like this. Okay, these are the things. For this also you can take a class, class. Class is equal to welcome, or any class you can take it. Now what is my intention? I want to find the class, right? So how can we find it? Let us find the function. On click the button. What is the function we are having? Find the DOM. This is the function we are having. So definitely on click the button, this will be fired. Now you can see where elements is equal to document dot get elements by class name. This is the method we are having. Class name. What is the class name we are having? That is class name is nothing but the links, links links. Just you have to add the class name like this. So just if you can go and log the statement console.log of, if you can take elements here, just you can see we can find the elements which are having a class name called links. How many elements are having the class called links? Only one element, right? Okay, you can run the file. First of all, you can see what is the output you are going to get it. Now I'm pressing F12. Just by clicking the find button, you can observe in the console what is the output you are going to get it. Now you can see I'm getting the div links. Can you see the div tag which is having a link class? This is what exactly I'm getting on the screen. Now you can see that is the thing you are getting. Now you can see I'm just going to take the links for this also. Now you can see you will get all the elements, which are having a class called links. Now you can see, I think in this collection you have to get two elements now. Now you can see earlier div.links having the same class, section also having the class called links. See the difference guys here, how the things are going to happen. HTML collection div.links, section.links, exactly, right? It's great. Now you're finding two elements, same story. You want to design, or you want to modify, or you want to do some other and some other. Yes, we can do it. Now you can see I just want to iterate a loop here for where I equal to 0, I less than elements dot length and I plus plus. This is exactly I want to take it, right? You can just check this I plus plus. So in this, just I'm printing this console statement, console.log. In this, I'm just going to take elements of I, right? Just you can refresh the page. By refreshing the page, now you can check this. You can see the two elements now. This is the div element, this is the section element. Both the elements we are identifying. Why? Because that is a div. This is, see, if it is a tag name, we can get only one tag. If it is a class name, what are all the elements we are having that particular class? We can get all the elements. Is that not right? Right. This is what exactly. If you want, you can design these now. You can see now. I'm just going to add some styles for every element which is having a class. Now you can see elements dot style dot css text now is equal to, You can take this as a border, border border 1 pixel solid red. I'm taking some margin 10 pixel. I'm taking some padding 10 pixel. Now you can check this, the beauty, how the things are going to be happen. Now you can check this for all the elements which are having a class called, right now you can see there is a border, there is a padding, and there is something was added automatically too for everything. So this is how, okay, you are doing on click the button, right? I don't want to do on click the button. I want to do on load the page. Now you can see when page get loaded, this is going to be executed automatically. Now you can see we don't want to click anything. I'm refreshing the page. Can you see? When I'm refreshing, the things are going to be works for you as you expected. This is what exactly. So earlier you are clicking the button, but when you are loading the page, this is what you created. But what JavaScript is doing, JavaScript is manipulating all the elements which are having a class called links. What is that? Which element is having a class called links? That is going to be manipulated by using JavaScript. Not only designing, guys, here. If you want to add any attribute, if you want to remove attribute, if you want to do some other and some other, yes, we can do many things. That's valid, guys. Exactly. Okay, right. Please check this. This is one important thing, right? So now the next thing, get elements by name, right? Get elements by name. I want to find all the elements based on the name. How can we identify all the elements based on the name? Right, by using the method is nothing but, so the elements which are having a name attribute. So name attribute, generally, what are the elements can we have name attribute? I think you can see input element is there na, input type equal to text and a name is equal to something, right? The same, guys, here nothing change, but here we are using class name tag name, but elements by name also. Get elements by name attribute name. Get elements by id attribute, class attribute, name attribute, id attribute. So like this we can identify. Let me go for the same, nothing difference is there. It's all the methods are for identifying the DOM elements. If you don't want, yes, you can use some other methods, no problem. If you don't want, see, I'm not flexible with the id, I want to go with class name. I'm not flexible with the class name, I want to go with query selector, something like this, guys, right? Okay, now we can see you can take an attribute called name here. Now I'm identifying, can you see, I'm going to take a div. I'm going to take a div. Try to see, guys, here, this is a div. In this div, I'm going to take an input field. Input type is equal to text and the name is equal to uname. Okay, I'm taking this as a uname, right? So you can take one more field, you can take some other fields, whatever you want, you can take them, no problem. Now you can see I'm going to take one more div. I'm taking not only input form fields, guys, you can take anything. If they have that name, I want to identify that, that's all. I want to identify all the elements which are having the following. Just I want to identify like this, uname, uname, uname. So how can we make this? Now the same story, nothing. Now you can see get elements by name. I'm not using class, get elements by name. What is the name here? You have to identify uname. Now you can see the same story will be works for you. I'm going to write console.log. Just I change the method only, I'm not changing anything. So if you can write elements of I, now you can just check this. If you can run the file, onload the page, in the console you can get all the input form fields. Now are you getting? Yeah, you're getting all three input form fields now. Why are you getting all three input form fields? There is an input form field with a name called uname. All the three fields are having the same name. Generally we cannot provide the same name for every input form field. We cannot actually, that is not the standard actually, but I'm just showing you how to identify an element by using name attribute, by using name attribute, by using class attribute, by using id attribute, by using uh, tag name attribute. Tag name is also, you know, css selectors, right? How can we identify an element through design? By using tag name, by using id, by using class name, and by using attribute selector also now. Maybe come like this, guys, exactly, right? Okay, this is nice. Now you can see, now it's the time to understand query selector all, right? So let us go with some different examples so that you will get more clarity. Okay now, all right, let us see how this is going to be works for us. query selector, right? Let us go and create a new file, dom5.html. Here we will see query selector all. What is the difference between these? We can see. Okay, right. Let us go there. Let us remove everything. Right. All are same purpose, guys. Here it's the only thing identifying the element. After identifying the element, what you want to do? You want to add, you want to remove, you want to modify. So in the later session, next session, I will tell you how can we create an element dynamically. So your body is empty. Your body is empty. I want to generate 10 anchor tags. I want to append to the body. How can we do that? Next, how can we create an element dynamically? We will see that too also. Don't worry. How can we remove an element also? Right, we can see how can we create an element, how can we remove an element, that too also we can see. We are just manipulating the DOM by adding attributes, by removing attributes, something we are doing, right? Yes, that too also we can see, don't worry. Okay, fine. So here, query selector. So queries, selector, right? We already know CSS selectors. What is a selector? What is a selector? Why we use selector? We know already, right? By using a selector, we can identify an element to design. That's what we seen in the CSS. In the JavaScript also, to identify the element, they given a method called query selector. The method called query selector all. See the difference here. Query selector will identify only one element. It will identify only one element. What query selector all will do, it will identify all the elements based on the selector. For example, let me show you the difference here. I have two classes here, right? Let me take a div. I'm taking a div. I'm taking a div. See the difference, guys, here? Div class is equal to block. Okay, I'm having a class called block. I have another div. This is going to be okay. You can take this as a section, and you can take this as a section. Now you can see this is also a section and section. I'm having one more thing called article article. Let us take this also article. Article. Right now you can see div class is equal to block, and section class also block, and article class also block. Elements are different, but they're having the same class. Elements are different, but they're having the same class. In this point of time, how can we identify? If we can use class name, then what will be happen, guys? If we can use class name, you will get all the elements now, and we know we will get all the elements if you can use class name. Why? Because, right, we can just pass the class to the method, it will return all the elements. But here, how we can identify? By using query selector. Same story, document document dot get, sorry, query selector and query query selector, query selector directly. I'm identifying the element by using dot class here, and you have to write dot, okay, check this. Now you can check this. If you want, you can take three divisions. Now you can see I have three divisions with the block, two divisions with the section, and again four divisions with article. I have something like this. The elements are there. Right. Now you can see it will find how many elements, where element equal to, I'm taking something like this. Can you see? I'm not taking plural. I'm taking singular element. Query selector method will identify only one element. That too, which element? Section, article, div. That have a doubt, right? For me, let us go there. I'm writing console.log of. I'm writing this as an element. Now on load the page. Now save the file, and you can go and check this. I'm just saving the file, and you can press F12, and we can see. What are you getting? You are getting only one element. You are getting only one element. So, oh, we don't know, right? Which is, now you can write some text here. Block 1. Okay. I'm writing, okay, div 1, div 2, you can write like this. So we can easily understand div 1, this is the div 2. I mean, which element is identified, we have to know, right? That's the reason. Let me have some text here so that it will be easy for us. This is going to be section 1, and this is going to be section 2, right? Whatever it may be. So article 1, article 2, ARTICLE, article 1, article 2, 3, 4. Now this is going to be right. Now you can just check this. This is 4, this is 3, this is 2. You refresh the page now. You can see now. All are there. If you can keep mouse on it, it is identifying the first element only, na? Or all the elements are. Query selector is identifying only the first, only one element. Query selector doesn't give you all the elements. Remember carefully. Query selector will return only one element like ID, like ID. But you can see now, you can pass different selectors here. I passed something now. Now you can see I'm passing something like this called ARTICLE, article dot block. What is this, guys? All the CSS selectors you added right in the early while working with CSS, the same selectors we can directly pass into it. That is the advantage of this method. This is one of the powerful method, guys. Here, query selector. Whatever the element it may be, even it may be in a deep and a deep, we can identify it by using query selector, right? It is easy thing. So now you can check this article dot block in the sense. Now you can see you are getting the first element which is having article. So no, I don't want to get it now. I want to get this as a section dot block. Then what is going to be happen? You will get the section which is having the class called block. The two one element only, but there are two sections are there with the class block, but you are getting only one. Why? Because query selector will give you only one element. Now you can see. Now I am writing this query selector all. Now you can see. Now it is going to return all the elements which is matched with this criteria. So how many sections are there with a class called block? All the things it is going to be written. Now it's going to be an object now. Now you can see you're getting node list section dot block, section dot block. You're getting two things. Okay, I don't want to write anything, just a dot block only. Now you can see you're going to get almost all 9 elements in the list. All the block, all the element, whatever the element it may be. But if the element contain a class called block, I want to get it. This is, you can see now just how the things are going to be then. All elements are you getting there, right? All the elements are there, right? No, I want to get specific elements only. Again the same story, guys. Here now you can see I'm going to write this elements, okay, right? Same for loop again. Earlier what you did there, for where I equal to 0, I less than elements dot length, elements dot length length, and I plus plus, no, right? This is what we are having there, right? So now you can see console.log, you can just go with elements of I. Now you can see you will get all the elements now, right? Now you can see you are getting all the elements, div, section, and you are getting article, article, article as well. So you want to design them, right? You can design them. You can add some attributes. You want to add an ID, right? Let me see. I want to add an ID for everything. Elements of I dot set attribute. This is exactly set attribute, set attribute. I want to add an attribute called ID. ID. Remember, I am writing an ID is equal to info, right? Always check this. I'm going to load the page. What happened is added a. You can see for every information you can see id info is added now, but one problem here. Remember, for every element will you provide the same id? Definitely you cannot provide the same id. In this point of time, how can we overcome this? Simple thing. Getting I. What is the I value? When loop is getting iterated, I value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 na. Now you can see the id of every element you can observe now. Info underscore 0, info underscore 1, info underscore 2, info underscore 3, like this you are getting all the divs are having same id na, different id na. Divs should have different id na. Divs should have different id. They cannot have the same id or anything, not only a div. The element should have a different id. Yes, you are getting the same 100%, right? Great. So this is how we can add an element. If you want, you can design them also, no problem. If you want, you can design them also. It's a good idea, na? Right? So now you can see I'm going to take this elements dot elements of I, first element, second element, third element, dot set attribute. Where is this? Dot designer. Okay, style is an attribute, style dot css text equal to, you want to take some border for everyone, border 2 pixels solid red. I want to provide some margin 5 pixels all sides. I want to provide some padding inside of the every element 20 pixels. I want to set the width for everyone is 25%. I want to set. Now you can check this, on load the page. All these elements are going to be arranged properly like this. Section 1, section 2, section 3, something like this. So if you want to make them side by side, you can write the property display inline block. I'm just making them something called inline block. All the properties will be aligned side by side, something like this, right? Exactly. So if you can take 24 or 23rd, now I'm taking 23rd, refresh the page, 22nd, nothing. I just want to make 4. Okay, this is enough now, no problem. You can take 25. So 3, because we have 9 elements, right? We can make the things like this, no problem, right? Great. This is all looks done. So this is how we can manipulate the elements in the document, right? Okay. The next thing is here we need to discuss into the DOM, into the DOM, into the DOM in the sense I want to create an element by using JavaScript that I want to add into the DOM. DOM in the sense nothing but our page. I mean dynamically. So how we are updating the DOM earlier you seen, right? A blink effect is there in the by clicking the button in the DOM. So actually, if I say this is called DOM actually, in my point of view, whatever you are seeing in the right side, you are able to see the elements, right? This is DOM. I want to update this DOM dynamically on click the button. Can you see all these elements are designed together, styles are added and everything was proper, right? You can write something like this, guys. Exactly. So this is the way of manipulating the elements. It is not completed, still we have tomorrow session. Tomorrow also we can see more examples, guys, on the same, right? I think it will be give you a good idea so exactly what is going to be here, right? Okay, that we can see in the next session. In the next session these two concepts we will discuss. So how can we add attributes? We seen how can we remove attributes, but while adding attributes there may be a problem. I will tell you that situation also in the next session. So what is the problem? Why we will get that problem and all? We will see that. Okay, don't worry about it. Right? Great. It's nice, guys. Then, so in the next session, we can discuss about the this concept. Okay, right. Any doubts you have? Carry on, please.